Hi there, students. A reverie. Okay, a countable noun. I think it could also be uncountable as well. Okay, a reverie is like a daydream. When your mind goes off somewhere else and you start thinking about something. So your mind is in a trance. Yeah, you know, a hot day at school and the teacher's going on and you're thinking about something completely different. A reverie is it's a state, yeah, where you're having dreamlike thoughts. I was lost in reverie when suddenly there was a knock at the door. This is like a daydream. It's exactly the same. So he was lost in a daydream. Yeah, normally a reverie, you're having pleasant thoughts. You're thinking good and nice things about how wonderful it would be. Okay, yeah. I was remembering a time in the past, and I was lost in reverie. It's very common, a common collocation, lost in reverie. To be caught up in a reverie and not concentrating on what's actually happening. Yeah. Okay. A voice. I heard a voice, and it suddenly brought me out of my reverie. Yeah, my trance, my daydreaming, my being somewhere else, to be totally absorbed in something, to be lost in reverie. Yeah. He spent most of the day in pleasant reveries. Yeah, this is like building castles in Spain or castles in the air. Yeah. So extravagant imagination where you're lost in it, and honorism as well. Okay, lost in a daydream, a loose train of thought thinking about some wonderful thing. Yeah, maybe I bought a ticket and then went into a reverie about what would happen when I won. Yeah. But then I tripped over and that brought me right out of my reverie. Yeah, a reverie can also actually refer to a piece of music which suggests a dream state or a state of thought. Yeah, so there was a reverie towards the end of the piece. Okay, so a reverie. Uh, Lost in thought about something. Notice this is quite a formal word. Yeah, it sounds pretty literary as well. Where particularly where you're having agreeable thoughts, you're musing about fanciful things and fanciful ideas. Yeah, but reveries, yeah, it's like living it, being caught up in a dream world and not concentrating on what's happening around you. Yeah, well, sometimes we all get lost in a reverie from time to time. So, formality, a reverie. Let's see, daydream sounds much more neutral. I think reverie, this sounds very literary. I'm probably going to give it a 7 in formality. I think in an informal conversation, use the word daydream. I think in a semi-formal conversation, maybe just in a semi-formal writing or a literary writing or something like that, it would sound absolutely perfect. Yeah. And then as to origin, well, this comes from French. We have a verb in French, rêver, meaning to dream, and that's clearly where it comes from. Yeah, so it's this state of dreaming while you're awake, your train of thought about something completely different, but not where you are. Yeah, you need to come back down to earth again. Okay, and this is the idea of a reverie. Yeah. Now, what things do you think about when you have a reverie? Well, I won't ask you. So notice a reverie and lost in reverie, countable and uncountable. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Reverie.